Hello and welcome to Random Tangents. This week I am Tim from the Paranormal Investigation Group Sussex. That's got a www.anarcho.uk on the end of it with a hyphen between the and the paranormal should you want to look at it on the internet. Here's the address. Anyway, you may not have noticed that actually we have some new lighting in this, which is making it kind of baggy and sort of saggy places. Just to celebrate this fact, I've got a pair of sunglasses which I'm going to wear momentarily in parts of this clip. Anyway, swiftly moving on, paranormal news. What do I have in words? Paranormal news for you tonight. I'm going to start this week with an actual ghost story which happened to me this week. I went to see a store in Crawley, West Sussex in England, and basically what they're saying is that they've got strange phenomena going on in the warehouse part of the store. They all vaguely know that I'm into ghosts and investigate these phenomena. Basically what's happening there is the manager of this store was telling me he was sitting in his office very early one morning with the deputy manager and there was no one else in the store, and all of a sudden I heard this real bad shriek of pain coming from literally not far from outside the door. So they ended up making an hour and a half search of the store because they thought literally someone was in absolute agony. They wasn't thinking ghosts, they were just thinking someone's been injured. And what's been happening in the upper floors of this warehouse, boxes being moved, strange sound, there's footsteps being heard, there's the feeling of dread, absolute common ghost phenomena. Although I must confess that I did walk into one area, it did feel kind of... So I walked immediately away from the area, stood across the side so I could see the area, but I wasn't actually standing in it. And a couple of the warehouse guys come and talk to me about what was going on, and one of the guys was a Muslim. And he was telling me about what happens with ghosts in his religion. And he was telling me about this sort of like long-haired woman that comes out of the bush and she had blue eyes, and don't look at her or don't let her see you because it's been really bad. Anyway, and what was happening all of a sudden is like, I'm sort of like looking at him, listening to what he's got to say, and all of a sudden there's like noises and there's footsteps, and I was looking around like this, and he must have been thinking, you're so f***ing rude. Like, I'm trying to talk to you and tell you this goes on. All you can do is like walk over there, look around. But there was stuff, it was almost like a battle for attention going on. So, looking at a bit of a history in this place, someone actually had committed suicide in the building. But I'm going to carry on looking into that and see if we can find out what is going on there. So, moving swiftly on, and 80% of ghost sightings are actually seen in the daytime, which is quite a weird phenomenon. But what's odd about this is that when these things are seen, not a lot of people actually realise that they're ghosts. They just think it's a natural phenomenon. So that percentage figure might drive much higher. Back in times of when things were starting to be measured and recorded, Great Britain, was the most haunted nation on Earth. And at that time, it had 10,000 ghost reported phenomena. Now, that figure would have grown massively because that was only the reported ones. What would be really interesting about this stuff, and not all of us, because some people don't give a monkey's rat's arse about this. In fact, monkeys don't have rat's arses, but it'd be very strange if they did. But anyway, lots of people that try and capture this phenomena will have an infrared camera that they go and try and capture the phenomena with. Now, some people claim that ghosts live amongst us every day, all the time, all around us. We cannot see, feel or touch them simply because they're on a different vibration to us. So our vibration level in the scale of vibrations, which is kind of big, is kind of here, in the scale of here. For example, if you talk about sound, infrasound, which is sound waves which are lower than we can hear, and then you have ultrasound, which is sound that is higher than we can hear. So in our sound frequency, which is kind of there again, anything outside of that we cannot hear. Light is the same. It goes down from infrared right up to ultraviolet and beyond. It goes, for example, on the bottom end of the scale, it goes infrared, microwaves, radio waves. And at the top end, it goes ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma ray. My guess is, if your theory is correct, that ghosts are real to start with. They may be living on the outskirts of what we can see and feel. Okay, anyway, so there was that bit. The Marmite recipe I have for you tonight is a concoction of Marmite and English mustard. Take some mustard, put mustard in a bowl, just like 2 spoonfuls of English mustard into the bottom of a bowl. 1 teaspoonful of Marmite. Stir it all around. Stir, and do that stuff. Then what you want to do is like just put it on your steak or put it on the plate of your plate and scrape it on with your knife and on the steak, blood, eat it in your mouth and Marmite mustard. I get the sensation that something is coming. I'm not sure what it is, but something is coming. That's it from me. Don't forget to tune back on the weekend. We'll have Amy Banks on her Entertainment Purposes Only vlog, and I will see you next week.